online video games here. What the hell is everyone doing besides watching this garbage? Anyways, today we're going to be doing a Sony camera HDR-XR160 unboxing. Now, let's begin the video, shall we? Before we unbox this amazing camera, I want to explain to you how I found out about this camera and about what happened at Best Buy as I was purchasing this camera. Well, first, I went online and I was looking at the Black Friday deals, and I saw this advertisement from Best Buy with the camera. Hope you guys can see this. Give me a second here. Alright, there we go. So the camera is $400 plus tax, and the bundle is $450 plus tax. Alright, and the bundle comes with a 60-inch tripod, the battery, another battery. I think the battery can last twice as longer than the battery that the camera comes with, and a camcorder bag. So you might as well spend the extra $50 and get the tripod, the battery that can last longer, and the bag. Anyways, this camera was $150 off, and if you got the bundle, you're saving apparently $211. This camera has 160 gigs built into it, so I think it can hold 54 hours. Plus, it's in it can record 60 frames per second, and it's in it can record in 1080p. Now, most video games, or if not all video games, render in 30 FPS at the most, so even though this can record 60 frames per second, it's completely unnecessary if your video game is rendering in 30 frames per second. Also, this camera can record 1080p or 720p, and most video games, if not all, render in 720p, and they're just stretched out for 1080p. And I finally have got it HDTV as well, so there's no reason to record in 1080p if the video games are truly in 720p. Anyways, what I wanted to tell you guys was, so I went to Best Buy multiple times, and when I got there, I think it was about 2 a.m., I had to wait in line for about 15 minutes just to get in the door. Alright, so I wait in line at 2 a.m. for 15 minutes to get in the door. I keep in mind this is 2 hours after they already opened. And I finally got in, and then I saw the camera this exact camera that I was planning on buying though, and then you tell them, to the person that is in the camera department, the camera that you want to get, or the bundle you want to get, and then she gives you a piece of paper that you're supposed to give to the cashier, and all it says is the name of the camera, and then it says camera bundle if you're going to get one. So it may say Sony HDR-XR160 bundle, and then you give that to the cashier, and then they get the bundle. Anyways, I had to wait in another line in addition to waiting in the line to get in the store, and I waited in the line for about a half an hour. So finally, it's my turn to purchase a camera, and this camera should cost about $450 plus tax. So let's just say nearly $500, because sales tax is nearly 10%. Which would mean it's nearly $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Alright, so it was finally my turn to purchase the camera, and so what he I guess calculated the total, and then he said it would be, I think, $483 plus tax, so it turned out to be $517. And then I said, this is completely wrong and invalid, because I showed him this. I said it should be $450 plus tax, so it should be closer to $480. And so then I showed him this. This is part of the advertisement from BestBuy.com, and this is one of the deals that Best Buy has. So I said this shouldn't be $480 plus tax, it should be $450 plus tax right over here. And then he said this I guess he saw that this was invalid, so I didn't want to. I asked him if he could like double check with the person that gave him the bundle, because there was another guy who was near the cashier, and he was given the cashier the camera bundles that people would people would give their sheets to him about the camera bundle they wanted, and then the cashier would give their sheets to the other guy who was getting the bundle. So I asked if he could check with like the guy who was giving out the bundles, or the person who was writing down the bundles, though, because this was what I was supposed to get in addition to, I guess you could say, wanting to be charged the correct price. I was also supposed to get the tripod, and I did not get the tripod, so already the bundle cost me about $33 more than I was supposed to, and actually more than $33 because there's more tax, and the more money you spend, the more tax you have to pay. So nearly, I guess you could say nearly $40 more. The bundle right there already cost me nearly $40 more, and it was missing the tripod. So then I said to him, I don't want to re-wait in line, because he wouldn't check the bundle and wouldn't charge me the correct price, even though I showed him physical evidence that it was supposed to cost $450 plus tax. And I said there's an issue, can I go to customer service? And he said yes. So because he wouldn't listen to me, even though I showed him physical evidence of the correct price and what was supposed to be in the bundle, and he thought the sheet from BestBuy.com and the exact ad from BestBuy.com in their flyers wasn't valid, I had to go to customer service. I had to explain the situation. So basically, when I went to customer service, I had to return the camera, and then I rebought it with the bundle, and they gave me the correct bundle, and they charged me the correct price. So instead of costing, I think, like $517 total, I think it cost about $483. So there's a $40 difference. The whole point I'm trying to make about this is, well, have you heard the expression, the customer is always right? I showed him physical evidence. Physical evidence. What could be more evidence than this piece of paper when you want to purchase a product? And then he refused to listen to me, so he didn't give me the tripod, and he charged me nearly $40 more. So I had to waste time going to customer service and explaining the situation when it could have been resolved right there, just because he refused to listen to me for whatever reason. And that's the type of employee I was dealing with. I didn't want to have to re-wait in line. A, it could have been sold out because there was a bunch of people behind me, and B, it would have taken a half an hour. And C, I probably would have got the same employee again. So, I mean, that's just a type of experience that I have at Best Buy, where you show them physical evidence of the exact price and an ad from their catalog and their website that the camera should be, and they don't charge you that price, and they don't give you the exact bundle, even though this ad, it has everything listed, which should be in the bundle right here, if you guys can see. So, in my opinion, that's very illogical. Do not listen to a customer. I mean, if you're making a mistake and you're doing it unintentionally, that's a different story than if you're intentionally just not listening to the customer who's presenting you a sheet with physical evidence of what the price in the bundle should be. Because an unintentional mistake is unintentional, and then how's anybody supposed to know about it unless somebody notices it? But a mistake like this, where the customer is being charged a wrong price for like nearly $40 more, and is not even getting the correct bundle when I show him a sheet that says exact product, so it just doesn't make any sense. So that he refused to listen, and I guess he saw this issue as meaningless. So it just doesn't make any sense that they would hire an employee like that, but that's their business. It just makes me never want to shop there ever again. Alright, so I got the camera, I got the bundle, so we're going to be unboxing the camera, and I needed this camera for multiple reasons. I need to explain to you guys for unboxing why I purchased this camera for $450 plus tax, so about like $483. Now, first of all, my other camera, there's an issue. It's one of those old cameras that uses a tape, so when I record everything, I have to upload it to my computer, and it's not, I guess you could say, manually split. meaning I have to individually edit the files so that they're split. And after editing the files, I have to wait for the files to be converted to a format that's compatible with YouTube. On the other hand, with this camera, the main reason why I got it is because from what I understand, when I stop recording, it's already in a file that's ready to be uploaded to YouTube. So there's no edit involved to split in the parts, and being able to upload it to YouTube right away saves a significant amount of time. For example, with my old camera, let's say I recorded two 15-minute videos, right? So I record half an hour footage. Let's just say I'd have to edit the footage, and let's just say that would take, let's just estimate 5 minutes to find the exact part I want to split. So I have two 15-minute videos, and then in addition to that, I'd have to change the format of the 15-minute video to be compatible with YouTube, and that right there would take another 15 minutes. So right there, that's 35 minutes for one video file, and then the second one I would have to change the format. So that's already right there 1 hour and about 5 minutes if I'm doing it as quickly as possible. And then I have to, the second that video is in a format that's compatible with YouTube, I'd have to edit the other one and change the format to a compatible file for YouTube with the other video. So that right there is already an hour, 5 minutes from half an hour footage. On the other hand, this I just record and import it to my computer, and then it goes straight to YouTube. Alright, another reason is my camera has terrible sound quality, and this camera is supposed to have amazing sound quality. This camera is in HD, my camera's not. This camera has 160 built-in gigs. My camera has tapes that you buy in bundles that can record about, I think, an hour or two of footage at a time. It has 160 gigs of built-in memory that I think can store 54 hours of footage. This camera is in HD, my camera is not. This camera is 1080p or 720p. This camera is 60 frames per second, my camera is not. And so there's many reasons to buy this camera. Now, if you're interested in making videos and not just make one video a month on YouTube, but if you're interested in making, let's just say, thousands of videos a month, I recommend, I haven't used this camera yet, but I recommend investing into a camera that can record in HD and have the files already in a convertible format, so they're ready to be uploaded to YouTube. That way you can make videos at a much quicker rate. Alright, let's unbox this camera and see what's inside. Now, I got this for Black Friday, $150 off, and online it may cost more money, $600, $800. So this camera was a fortune, but this was the best deal I could possibly get for it. $450 plus tax, so nearly $500. Alright, so let's unbox this camera. I don't think I've ever unboxed a camera in my life. Actually, may have been like half a decade ago. What I mean by camera, an amazing one like this. I hope this works and everything. Sometimes you get products that just don't work. So they use like tape to basically. Oh, let me show you guys what's on the side. Okay, there's one side of it. Another side. Another side. Another side. Another side. Alright. They use tape to them. I guess you could say. Hold the cardboard together. The issue is if you don't have long fingernails, it can take a while to remove the tape from the camera. Give me a second here. Okay, I finally did it. This is my first time opening this. Limited warranty. It's probably real limited. How long does this last for? 90 days. 3 months. It's not too assuring. 50% off. Eligible accessories. Show you a bunch of other products. As if I'm going to buy a different camera. I'm going to... Hopefully this camera will last forever. I don't ever want to have to spend the money to get a camera again. I mean, $500 is a lot to spend for a camera, and instead of buying a camera, I could have used that money to buy video games. I still want the game Sonic Generations. There's another, I guess, ad here. This is Film My, or Film You. Oh, I get it. Film Y. There's a CD. If you install this on your computer. Here's a pamphlet. This comes with a lot. And finally, here's the cardboard. So we have all this before we even get to the camera. There we go. It's supposed to come with all the component cables. Here's a guess power supply cord for the charger, I'm assuming. Actually, never mind. Actually, yeah, I was right. Here's a charger. You just plug this one into this. So I already have my charger set up. That was quick. What is this? Oh, here's a, I guess you could say RCA, or are they called VGA? I think RCA. The red, yellow, and white cables that could hook your camera up to the TV. I think if you're interested in watching your videos on the TV, or I guess you could say on the big screen. Here's this USB for the camera, the battery. And there's a bunch of cords. I have to figure out what these all are. These are probably HD cables for the TV that you could hook your camera, that you could use your camera to watch that you could hook your camera up to an HD TV and watch your footage in HD, I'm assuming. So these are some of the cords that the camera comes with. I hope it comes with one to hook up to the computer. Now, so that's going to be an issue. I don't see why it wouldn't. But what can hook up to the computer over here? I'm just trying this thing for a second. It may not actually come with that cord. You may have to go out and buy it. That could be an issue. So it comes with this cord, and this can plug in one end, but this I assume that this would plug into the camera somewhere. Maybe there's a USB drive in here. I'm not sure. It's just built-in USB. You know, if that breaks, so that could cost you another camera. So you plug in the USB into the camera into the computer. Makes sense. There's the camera. I wonder if it already has batteries. This is a bit smaller than my other camera. Alright. Does it even turn on? I can fit on a tripod. Where is the built-in USB? I'm trying to find it still. Maybe I have to read that manual. I don't want to start looking for this all day. I think there's a memory card slot over here. It's probably inside the camera, so you could plug in additional cords. More cords over here. It has I guess a cap that automatically closes, which is much more efficient than having to close the cap yourself. The built-in USB maybe over here. Let me see something real quick. Actually, no, that's the memory card slot. I'm completely unsure where it is. I think I'm going to read the manual to find out. I hope there's a USB that can, I guess you could say, slide out of the camera, because this looks like it has to connect to a USB. I mean, it looks like a USB extension cord in order to import the camera footage to the computer. If not, I'm going to have to buy one and spend more money on this camera. I don't see it. I can't see it right now. I probably have to buy something. Probably have to buy a cord. Well, thank you for watching this. This is a Sony HDR-XR160 camera unboxing. I'm probably going to use this to record nearly all my videos. And check out my other videos. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of my Westinghouse 46-inch HD TV. It's 1080p. Thanks for watching the video. And this is what I got on Black Friday. I'll see you guys later.